Now we will do the effects of Earth's rotation. So the first and most important effect of Earth's rotation is that rotation causes day and night. So in this slide, you can see in the picture, the side of the Earth which faces the sun experiences day, whereas the other side which is facing away from the sun experiences night. The next consequence of rotation is sunrise and sunset. So the sunrise and sunset happens due to Earth's rotation. Every part of the Earth's surface faces the sun at some time or the other. The part of the Earth that moves from darkness into the sun's rays experiences sunrise, and when it moves away from the sun rays, it experiences sunset. Now, children, because the earth rotates from west to east, so we see the sun rising in the east and setting in the west. Not only the sun, but all heavenly bodies in the sky seem to move from east to west. It is similar to looking out of a moving train and observing the trees, hills, houses, and poles moving in the opposite direction. Another consequence of the rotation of the earth is the Coriolis effect. So the Coriolis effect refers to the force experienced by any object moving over the surface of a rotating body such as the earth. So due to the Coriolis effect, what happens is that the winds and the ocean currents, they get deflected towards their right in the northern hemisphere and towards their left in the southern hemisphere. So this is referred to as the Coriolis effect. Now in this picture, you can see the Coriolis effect, that objects, particularly the winds and the ocean currents, they get deflected to the right in the northern hemisphere and to the left in the southern hemisphere. So after this slide, I'll be sharing a video about Coriolis effect. Just see it carefully. Now children, the next consequence of rotation of the earth is that due to this daily cycle of daylight and darkness, it sets a rhythm to which the plants and the animals respond. Day and night affects the light, humidity, heat, and wind movement. So in your textbook, I'm explaining point number 7. So the side of the earth which faces the sun constantly gains heat, whereas the other side which is facing away from the sun has night. So it loses heat by radiating it into outer space. So because of this rotation of the earth in a tilted position, on its axis, it has two advantages. First of all, the variation of temperature between day and night is moderate. It's not that during the daytime the temperature is very, very high, or during the night time the temperature is freezing cold. Alright, the second is rotation along with revolution on its inclined axis causes seasons and brings about a change in the length of day and night. So when we study about the inclined axis, that time we'll be studying about the variation in the length of day and night and season. Now the last consequence of rotation of the earth is an oblate spheroid, which means that the earth is slightly flattened at the poles and bulging at the equator. So this is because of the centrifugal force. Centrifugal force is a force that appears to cause a body that is traveling around the center to be flung off outwards. So because of the high speed of Earth's rotation at the equator, the centrifugal force is generated, which causes a slight bulge at the equator. So as a result of this, the Earth is not a perfect sphere, but it is a spheroid, and it has been termed as an oblate spheroid, meaning that it is like an orange, slightly flat at the top and bulging at the equator.